about the gut-brain connection everywhere right now. So the way that the brain and the gut are constantly communicating with each other is two ways. First, the gut contains 100 million neurons. Those are nerve cells. So these two things are constantly sending messages back and forth to each other. The gut also contains bacteria. Good guys and bad guys. How many pounds of bacteria do you think sit in the gut? Throw me a guess.
Too many. 4, because you told me.
Ouch! You should guess something else. It's 4. 4 pounds of bacteria hanging out in our gut. And when the gut becomes damaged and its function goes down, we begin to have communication trouble. When we have trouble in the gut, sometimes the symptoms are really obvious. Abdominal pain, changes in bowel movements, bloating. Sometimes the symptoms are a little more sneaky. Symptoms of gut trouble include anxiety, depression, fatigue, thyroid symptoms, and skin issues. To boost up the brain and really protect it, we're going to want to follow anti-inflammatory diet strategies. That means we're looking for antioxidants in our diet. And antioxidants are those beautiful things that make our fruits and vegetables so colorful. And we also want to include healthy fats every day. Healthy fats are foods like avocado, coconut oil, olive oil, and raw unseasoned nuts, just to name a few. In functional medicine, we put the puzzle pieces together for patients, and the strategies that we use to help people get towards their health goals are things like dietary enhancements, physician-grade nutritional supplements, and lifestyle alignment to make sure that what you're doing at home matches your health goals.
I'm the director of acupuncture here, doctorate in acupuncture, and all of our practitioners have minimally a master's degree. So our master's degree is 4 long years. So I think that's important. That's a really common consumer question we get, how much education do you have? It's not a weekend course, it's not 100 hours, it's not 200 hours, it's 4,000 hours of education, right? So it's really on par with the high level stuff that you're seeing in your medical offices. So single-use needles, right? We're not reusing them. They're tiny filiform, and the idea is we're trying to increase circulation. That's how acupuncture works. If we're increasing circulation, inherently we're going to start bringing the things that need to go to the places they need to go, right? But more specifically, obviously, if you're working with Urban Balance, let's talk a little bit about stress and anxiety. Probably one of the most common things we treat is stress and anxiety. And people come in with needle phobias and leave feeling relaxed, right? It's because we're doing a couple things. One is that when you put that needle in the skin, it signals a signal to the brain like, hey, what's going on there? Blood starts flowing to that area. And there's actually some really fascinating research that shows that a couple things are released. One of them that particularly helps with stress is oxytocin, right? Everyone's heard that term before, right? So that actually has a really strong effect on activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's that rest and digest nervous system, right? No matter what, you walk out of a treatment, you're feeling relaxed, which is, not a bad side effect, right? When we're dealing with stress, we do some talk therapy as well, right? We need to figure out what their stresses are because we need to help them with that. But once it gets a little too hairy, that's when we send them this way.
I'm Joyce Martyr, and I have been a therapist for 20 years now, and I'm the founder of Urban Balance. And we named Urban Balance because we believe in work-life balance. And I personally believe that we all can benefit from therapy or counseling at different points in our lives, and I really aim to normalize and destigmatize mental health issues. I think we all deal with whether it's depression, anxiety, stress, grief, relationship issues, substance abuse issues at different points in our lives, and getting help is preventative, it's healthy, it's proactive, it's normal. It doesn't mean you're crazy, it doesn't mean you're in crisis. I think we all need it at different points in our lives. And I really believe in the mind-body connection, which is why I'm so happy we have this great partnership with Aligned. We really are sister companies, and we heard from doctors about how the body affects our mental health, but our mental health also affects our body. Our minds and our bodies are mutually and reciprocally connected. And so our thinking impacts our physical health. Our thoughts are actually electric energy that create feelings in our bodies, and our feelings are waves of energy that we hold in the body. So if somebody has experienced a trauma, they're holding that in their body. And today I was talking with massage therapists, nutritionists, acupuncturists, chiropractors, and psychotherapists. We're all aiming for health and wellness in this system. And so in counseling or therapy, we help people look at their self-talk. And I really believe that we learn voices from the past. And we all have an inner critic. And we can choose to be our own worst critic, or we can choose to develop a more loving, compassionate voice to coach us through our lives. And that's really what therapy is about. I really believe that we all unconsciously recreate what's familiar to us in our relationships until we become aware and we choose something better. I love being a therapist. To me, it's such a deep and profound honor to be in the sacred space of the therapy office and to really get to know the person in such a deep and intimate way and to help be their guide. And really, it's true presence. When a therapist is with a client, they're focusing only on the client. They're focusing on their strengths. They're mirroring their strengths. They're helping them understand themselves on a deeper level. And I really think of this as transcendental empathy. It's life-changing empathy. And we all need it. So I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but mindfulness is another really important aspect of mind-body wellness, which is about awareness and consciousness and true presence. And the easiest way to practice mindfulness is to bring your attention to the breath. And I know we all pay attention to this in these holistic practices, but across hundreds of cultures and thousands of years, they say that the breath is what ties together the mind, the body, and the spirit. And so by focusing on our breath, we can connect all three and bring our attention to the here and now. Getting services is not about being in crisis or not being well. It's about living your greatest life and being your healthiest self. And I think sometimes people are afraid to refer for counseling or therapy because it might sound like you're saying, like, gosh, I think you have issues or you're not managing your life really well. But I always think before you say something to somebody, ask yourself, is this kind? Is this necessary? And is this true? And if you are a provider and you have a patient or a client who's suffering, who would benefit from mental health treatment, the kind thing to do is to make a referral. That's the compassionate thing to do. And you can do that without judgment. You don't have to say, hey, I think you're depressed. I think that you've got a problem here. I think you're not managing this well. You can say, hey, have you thought about therapy? I think it's something really helpful. Gosh, I've done it before. My friends have done it before. Have you tried Urban Balance? They take all insurance. They make it affordable. There's sliding fee services. There's even a free consultation to see if it's a good fit. We have 100 therapists. Isn't that amazing? It brings me great joy to know we're part of this ripple effect causing healing in the world. And I'm really grateful that we have this partnership with Aligned. And thank you.